Rancho. Or no, getting there. No, we just moved, but forget or ranchos. We actually looked at a home in Rancho Mission Viejo, and I was like, I didn't mind. I actually liked it, but my wife was like, it's far from everything.
Yeah.
And our realtor was like, it's not that far. It's like 30 minutes away. I go, you know, that does sound kind of far.
Yeah.
And my wife was like, no.
It's like, are we thinking traffic or no traffic?
Yeah, I think it was like more no traffic.
Ooh.
And I was like, that sounds like an hour to work, and I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But Philip, thank you for coming. I appreciate it, man. I know you're going through, I mean, you checked off a lot of things. Like everything.
Yeah.
But tell me what brings you in, what's hurting on you, and what are you hoping for today?
Hoping for overall just like wellness improvement, just like quality of life type stuff. Came in today really for like neck and like lower back pieces. Just like a lot of stiffness, and I feel like anytime I'm tilting either side, I'm getting either a small pop or like a really big one. Kind of to the point where I'm chasing it at this point.
Yeah, we don't like that.
My previous partner was like massaging my neck one day, and we both felt something slide back in, and for like 3 weeks I was not having like headaches. I feel like I was having a great time, good day every
Amazing.
time. And then over time, I think it's just the way I sleep, probably.
Okay. Yeah.
My really good posture on top of that. I'm sure it's just exacerbating that a little bit. But I guess the other part, just because I checked all those boxes off.
Yeah.
I broke my elbow twice, just skating, doing nothing really. And from there, I feel like every time I like press on something in my shoulder and like kind of move it, I'll get like a pop in my elbow.
Interesting. Okay.
And it's just so loud, and sometimes the pressure on it is so tight. Like I'll go to kind of pick up my arm, maybe it's like picking up my debit card or something, and my elbow will lock.
Yeah. Wow.
And I kind of just like slam it and slam it open a little bit. Yeah, it pops open and it kind of goes back into place. Well, not in place, but the mobility kind of just restores, if you will. The main reason why I bring that up is because I was in like a refraction brace for like 6 to 8 months.
Wow.
Did like a year and a half of physical therapy to like fully get some of the mobility back in there. And it's been years now, so like I have that mobility, but every now and then it just feels like
just stuck.
Yeah, it just locks.
I know you also said that you broke your right shoulder.
Yes.
Too. All right. And how was that? How did you do that?
I was young. I was skating again.
Okay, so you're a big skater.
Previously. Yeah.
Previously, okay. Man, so but you do get headaches now.
Yes.
Yeah, you do have neck pain now.
Yep.
Mid back pain.
Yeah.
And lower back pain.
Lower back pain. I sit a lot. I drive a lot. But I'm also in different meetings all day long.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah. What do you do for work?
I'm a cannabis buyer.
Okay.
So just buy for a retail store, manage a retail store out in Santa Monica.
Nice. So for the most part, do you feel like you're sitting down a lot?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So I always like to know like what you do on a daily basis, because it allows us to say like, hey, like we have to. So right now, you're basically stuck in a certain pattern. Your body's been stuck in a certain pattern for basically years now. From the elbow breaking twice, right? Yep. And then the right shoulder stuff, and then the headache stuff. How often are you getting headaches?
Every other day.
Every other day. For how many years?
As long as I can recall. Yeah.
What?
I mean, I literally have bottles of Advil on me.
Bro, we gotta get you out of this. Is it like over 20 years, do you think?
I'd say like, yeah, right about, for sure.
Wow.
So I think a lot of my ghost ailment nonsense probably started happening right before I entered high school. And I think I'm like 20 years out from that. So.
Wow. Okay. So, dude, you've been... I know. So this is always a conundrum for me. It's like whenever I see someone and they write like what they're here for, they'll say it's like wellness. That's kind of what you did. But you got so much... And I think maybe the definition of wellness is a little bit different for both of us.
Broad, yeah.
So somebody that comes in and they say, I just want wellness care. Normally when I hear that, it's like, okay, no, I'm doing pretty good. I don't have much going on. I just want to get checked up. But you have this like laundry list of things. And I get like you want to become well and you want to feel better. Yeah. At the same time, we need to do more of like a deep cleaning first before we get you on this quote unquote wellness track. I think chiropractic can aid in both. I do believe that chiropractic can get you out of pain. I see it on a daily basis, but also it can keep you out of pain. And that's a big thing. So on a daily basis, we have a pattern. We're trying to basically change your pattern from what it is right now to a different pattern in the future. And you can't get to that different pattern unless we get through the gunk and through the crap that you've basically allowed your body to get through. And eventually we can get to a point where your body can now perceive all the external differences, challenges, stresses on a daily basis and take it a lot better. Because right now it's like, you can't.
For sure, definitely. I feel like you kind of just like adapt to them in everyday life. Thinking it's normal. And it's like, oh, we deal with it, so.
That's exactly what happens.
You're right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what happens. Like you almost forget, I think, especially been dealing for 20 years, you forget what true normal is. And what we want to do is allow you to remember what true normal is. And then you're like, oh, I'm supposed to feel like this. Got it. And then you can start to really get life back into the way that you want. Just like how you didn't have like those headaches or something like that for a little bit. Like it's possible. So it's a good thing.
Yeah.
And that's where we want to get you to.
Awesome.
All right. Now what I want to do is basically show you a few things. I think out of all of this, so I'm going to give you some good news and some bad news. Give you good news first. Good news first. So good news, it seems like the prognosis of like how your spine looks statically is pretty good for the most part. Like I feel like we can definitely get really good improvements on you. Bad news is that there is stuff that we do need to address, especially in the neck. So I'm going to show you this. So ideally, when we look at somebody's pictures or their x-rays, I'm going to show you a normal and I'm going to show you yours. Okay. Cool. So normal, you see how like in this part, I'm going to try and blow this up. You see how there's a curve here?
Yeah.
Right. You want that curve in your neck so that your spine can take that weight properly. Whenever your head, it weighs 10 to 15 pounds first of all. So when your head is over your shoulders like this and pressure's coming down, your head weighs about 10 to 15 pounds. And when it's over here, it weighs 0. So your body can take that weight. The thing is when it starts to move forward and it starts to move even more forward, for every inch it starts to move forward, it starts to double in weight. So 15 to 20, 30 to 60, even to 90 sometimes. So for you, we don't want that forward head posture really because at some point then degeneration starts to set in if this wants to go. So you can see how this looks. This is like not normal obviously, but this is really not normal where now the bones even start to change.
Yeah.
This looks even worse. So we don't want to get you here. I don't think you're close to getting here yet, but it can lead to that if what you're going through continues to persist. Gotcha. Really what my mission in life is to promote chiropractic in a different light. I think that if you're able to get adjusted periodically, it becomes way better. And I'm a big testament of it. So 20 years ago, I'm turning 37 this year. 30 years ago, well, a little bit more than 20 years ago. Cool. I had really bad lower back issues. And it was chiropractic that fixed me, got me back to where I am now. And ever since then, I still don't have any issues. And I really attribute it to a few things. One, exercises, 2, my eating habits, but also 3, more importantly, more than anything, obviously, for myself, is getting adjusted. So I don't allow injuries to compound on top of each other. I don't ever want it to. So if I go through something and I hurt myself, if I'm at the gym or I hurt myself just like driving, which it's so weird, right? You can never still driving. Totally. I don't let it compound. So as I get adjusted, there's no layers. So it doesn't allow my body to develop a pattern to basically acclimate to that bad thing and then start a new pattern.
Gotcha.
Right. So that's where we want to get you to. Now, your neck, this is what your neck looks like here. Like this, and it should look like this. So when you look at the two, what do you notice is the biggest difference?
That curvature.
That curvature ain't there, right?
Yeah.
So when we see this, that curve needs to be measured. Like I take this angle here, I take that angle there. It's supposed to be measured at 43 degrees. And when I measure yours here, and I measure this here, you're at a 16.9. So you over 50% loss of that curve, like 60, 65-ish. We want to get that curve back to the opposite way so that you can start to feel a lot better. Now, the way that we do that are 3 things. One is consistency, so adjustments. We need to see you a couple more times. 2, different stretches and exercises. But 3, most importantly, there is a block that we have here that we want to have you get. All you have to do is just lay on this thing continuously on a daily basis. 1, it prevents you from coming to see us all the time. Like I don't want to see you 2-3 times a week, nothing like that. And 2, it allows you to have something continuously in throughout your life that allows you to do that. People always ask, well, is it something that I'm going to have to do for the rest of my life? And I go, yeah. Are you going to eat like trash and then expect to be healthy after one salad?
Yeah.
No, like it's just consistency. And as our body gets older, we need more. We just need more.
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly.
More attention, more focus.
Yeah, because you're about a year older than I am, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're starting to feel it.
Yeah, that is definitely, right when you said that too, I was like, ooh, happy, oh God, that's my age. So.
Yeah, we're getting old, which is cool. It's weird. It's
No,
cool.
Totally. I'm all for it. I like getting older.
Yeah,
Nice that-
I think it's better as we get older and we're not looking to, like we're 37.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah, still young.
Yeah. Let's have you turn and face towards Ken that way. So basically right now I'm debating on whether, so I like to do about 6-month plan. And the reason why is because it allows your body to change over a different pattern, different tissues, everything.
Cool.
Really debating if I want to see you twice a month or once a month. But that's just kind of it.
Awesome.
Right? Have you seen other chiropractors before?
This is my first one that I'm
All right.
fully going through with. I
Okay.
was telling the other gentleman earlier, my only experience, I went to a place when I was like 18 or 20. They accepted my insurance.
Sure.
It was this old decrepit building with like an older gentleman, laid me down, went to do the neck twist, and it just felt like the equivalent of when you like hyperextend a joint.
Oh gosh.
Nothing happened, it just hurt really bad. And he's like, oh, hold on, I think I'll get it on this one.
Oh no.
Went to do it a second time, it hurt worse, and he asked me to turn to the other side to get that, and I just stood up and walked out. I didn't pay, I didn't see a charge of my insurance. That's a long time ago.
Dude, no, I'm like,
I just took it as like...
I'm cringy, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I think about things like that based off like insurance or not doing your own research, right? And no, I'm not trying to smear that gentleman by any way, shape,
No,
or
I get
form,
you.
but like he was an older gentleman, which kind of alludes to potentially the information he had might not have been the most current.
Yeah.
Or his practices in general. And I don't know, I'm probably speaking out of pocket, but
No, I don't
give him the
think-
benefit of doubt.
I don't think you're wrong. I think, this is where I think people start to get bad, is that after school, they think that that's the only thing that they do. But in truth, in very honest truth, you don't learn really how to adjust well in school. You absolutely don't. And if you rely on the way that you adjust in school to carry you throughout the rest of your career, it's never going to work. That's why you have people that are in practice for 20, 30 years, and they have all these different modalities. Honestly, it's because they never worked on their adjusting skills. Truth be told. No shade. I don't mind modalities really, but like when you have like a million of them, like that just tells like you're not even a chiropractic clinic anymore.
Yeah.
And the other thing is like people don't take any classes. They don't take any other seminars after they're done. So they could be 20 years in practice and never see or do another different adjustment. And it loses the fire with people. It doesn't allow people to grow. And I think that's the biggest thing. People don't grow. And so when you don't grow, you get burnt out. And you get burnt out, you're like, I don't care anymore. But if you would just take the time to go to the seminar or to learn from other people, it'd be totally different.
Stay hungry.
You gotta stay hungry, right? All right, so let's do a few checks on you here. Turn a little bit more, just like this way. Just feels like you're a little off center. Nice hoodie, dude. Where's this from?
It's Elwood.
Elwood, okay. It's great quality.
Thank you.
Is this new?
A little bit.
New collection?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I like Elwood. Let's have you slowly turn to the right.
The whole body or?
No, just your head. Just your head. Go again. All right. Don't force it though. Stop where you have to force it. Okay. So your nose right there. Okay. Nose is about like 45 before you have to force it this way. And ideally, we'd like you to be closer to 90, all the way there.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. Not good. Look to the left. See this? Much easier, yeah. So you go like 70 degrees here, 45.
For sure.
Now, when you look to that right side, were you feeling a lot of pain?
It's not pain. It just feels like there's like a wall there.
I gotcha. Okay. Can you point to where that wall is?
Physically here?
Yeah.
Let's see, it's like right here.
Right there? Okay. Look straight. Can go to this side. Let's have you look all the way up to the ceiling now for me as well. Is there any pain when you do that?
Just feel it.
Right in there too?
Yeah.
Okay.
More central though.
And then look all the way down. Ooh, that's not good, huh? Does that hurt?
It's the same spot.
Yeah. Look
I
straight.
feel like my Adam's apple right now. It's the nerves, but.
Yeah, so listen, so when I'm looking at you, that head is so far like forward this way. So when that head is so far forward like this, all the muscles that are in the back here, they get constricted and they get so tight. And this one almost becomes like non-existent because this is just holding it so hard. So that's why it's always tight. So when you try to do this, it's like, wait, you're trying to make me do more?
Yeah.
Stand up, for me too.
Yeah, I knew it was an issue when I was
Yeah.
I was going to the shrine,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody I hadn't seen in like 5 years stopped me from behind. Like, Philip, I knew that was you just by the way you're walking. No one walks like you. I was like, I knew he was talking about like my neck thing.
Yeah.
Like, this is great.
Well, let's change the narrative and be like, "Yeah, Phil, you look different,
yeah,
right?"
right? You have good posture now.
Yeah. Stay there. Let's have you move back a little bit though. Try and touch your toes. Does that hurt at all when you do that?
Not really, no.
Okay. Come back up. Doesn't seem like your body flexes though.
No.
It just seems stiff.
I'm super tight.
Yeah. Come over this. I'm gonna have you go on your stomach. I'm just gonna push this to the side so I don't have to really mess with this as much. It's really annoying. So. Okay. Now go back on your stomach. There you go. Hands just like this, nice and relaxed. Do the other side too. All right. Keep the left leg straight, and then lift it up as high as you can go for me. Is that painful at all when you do that?
No, just tight on my back.
Okay. And then go back down. Do the right side. Does that hurt at all when you do that?
No.
Is that left side easier or harder for you?
Left side is harder.
It seems like it. Yeah. All right. So all you have to do is just lay still. I'm just going to be evaluating you. I'm going to see where you're at, and then we're going to start adjusting. All right.
Cool.
Deep breath in for me. Exhale out. Again. And out. Deep breath in again. And out. I want you to breathe in through here. Take another deep breath in. Open, 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 open. Out. It's hard to do that, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Deep breath in again. And out. All right. So what we're noticing is that when you do breathe, there's a lot of motion in through here.
Mm-hmm.
Not as much in through here. So this seems to be carrying you more than this was. But all the lungs are right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we need to change some things. Okay.
I'm gonna live, right? Like, I don't have anything crazy.
No, you're gonna live. You're gonna live. It's just depending on whether you want to live optimally or just where you are at.
Tubio.
All right, here we go. And feeling through the hips here, yeah, that is just tight. Okay. Feels like that sacrum is just like not moving well. Okay, right there. All right. So a lot of stuff right in here.
Yeah.
And then right in there. A little bit here. Not as much here, but more here. Maybe a little bit right there too. Okay. I'm going to push in through here. Just seeing how your body just kind of flows.
Can I adjust where my belt is sitting?
Yeah. Take your belt off actually. Yeah.
Weird spot. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. I couldn't even feel your belt, honestly.
All my clothes are very thick and baggy, so it's tough.
That's all right. Scoot to the right. I'm glad the baggy thing came back too.
Sick.
Scoot down a little bit towards your feet. A little bit more. All right.
You have a great fit today too, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
The color combo is solid.
You know, my I gotta give props to my wife. She's like, I think you look better in this color. And I was like, okay.
Touche, man.
Because I have a red one. And I liked it. And my wife's like, you look better in the other one.
I'm sure red's good too.
Yeah, I thought so. Right, Ken?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this. So I feel a lot of like compression and tension in this area here. And as crazy as it sounds, when this is off, it's also going to impact up and through here, and vice versa. So we want to make it so that your body is just loose, not just in the neck. I know your major stuff is that neck stuff, but I want you to feel good all around. All right. So this table's popping up underneath of you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Nice and easy. Right here. Feeling it. Yeah, the sacrum. Good. Feel that loosen up, yeah? And then here too. Good. The middle. Good. Lift the left leg up again. Good. How's that feel this time?
Feels a lot lighter.
Weird, right?
Yeah. Less restriction.
Yeah. And do the right side too. Yes. Go back down. Doing all right?
Yeah.
Good.
Definitely.
I'm going to use a block here, not a big one. Lift this hip up. Good. Go back down now. So I'm taking this hip and just throwing it forward this way and pushing in like that. Good. And one, here now two. Good. Go back down. Right in the glute, there. Good. So we're gonna feel into the, oh yeah. Doesn't feel rough anymore. That's great. Left leg all the way up. Beautiful. And right side. Yes. And I just want to see through here. Ken, I was hoping we'd wear the same thing today.
I almost did.
Did you?
Thought about it.
I wasn't gonna text you. I just wanted you to do it. All right, relax this hip a little bit more. I can feel this here. Good. All right, now let's have you stay right there. I want to see one more thing. This whole thing feels a little rough. So ribs, right in through here. I'm gonna push. You've taken a good amount of falls probably.
Definitely.
You're a skater, right? Did you play Tony Hawk Pro Skater?
Back in the day.
Yeah. Do you know they remastered 3 and 4 and they just released it the other day?
I saw an ad for that, and I thought it was like,
Yeah, I thought I was tripping. I thought it was fake.
yeah, I was like, is the algorithm messed up now?
I'm gonna push in here because they have it remastered 1 and 2, and my wife never understood it, and I was like, I'm playing it, and she's like, you're still playing it? It's like been 8 hours. Like I can't. I don't know.
It's a timeless classic.
It's timeless. It just takes me back to being in high school or middle school, whenever that came out for us. Wow, you're 20 year high school reunions this year, huh?
Probably. I don't really keep up with that.
I only keep up with it because I see high schoolers. I saw one yesterday.
Ooh,
He was 16.
really?
Yeah,
Damn, I really wasted too much time not coming in earlier.
I know. Well, his mom's forcing on it. He's cool though. Lift the left leg up again. Good. And the right side. Okay, go back down. So that right side is definitely better. There's something that we don't like on this left side here. It's just kind of holding you up, and it's L3 and 2. Lay on this side here. Good. No, face me, sorry. Good. All right. So I'm going to position you, right? You just have to stand still, or sit still, or lay still, whatever. Good. Here, we're going to go like this. And I'm going to scoot you all the way forward like that, like this, head like that. Okay. You're going to let that just go right there. All right. Nice and loose. Okay, good. So now I'm pressing like right in here. You can feel this like right there. I don't like that. So you are just going to relax as much as you can. Chest up a little bit. You feel a little compressed. Yeah, it's a little bit better right there. Okay. Yeah. You're gonna keep that leg just like that, okay? Nice. We're gonna just keep rolling you a little bit. Yeah. Oh my God.
So much air just came out.
Dude, that was huge.
I feel like all my organs just shaking. That's incredible.
Man.
Wow.
I think that was the thing that was holding you up.
I think so too. Wow. Like, is my left side taller or something? I feel I don't know how to articulate what I'm feeling right now.
No, that's okay. Just, I want you to take it in and just, because that was, I didn't expect it to be that loud, but that was huge.
I mean, I always feel things in my ribs all the time. Now I feel like they're, it's gonna sound so stupid, they're breathing.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Like they can actually move a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. But also the noise that came out. Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. No, that's good.
That's crazy. So this is what was supposed to happen in that the first visit in the old building that I ended up walking out of?
Yeah, the sketch one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this was supposed to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
You weren't supposed to just go, oh, I think I can get it again.
Oh my God. I'm already going to have the best day ever. I can feel it.
Yeah. I mean, you get a back adjustment like that, dude. Insane.
Wow.
So easy, right?
Yeah.
Good. Was that really on the other side now? All right. So my goal is to have, so one, I think of just the adjustment. So anytime you lay your hands on somebody, right, it's a sacred thing. Really, because, I mean, you can, just a touch, like a lot of people don't realize, like when you touch somebody, there's energy that kind of just goes back and forth. So you can touch somebody and you can call the cops because they did something bad. You can also touch somebody and can give energy. So when we're doing this, we're trying to make sure that our bodies are in tune, and then when we adjust you, you can receive the adjustment well too.
I love that. Yeah, I appreciate your approach so much.
Thank you. I don't, it's, you know, I think in today's world, we only quantify things that we see. There's so many things that we don't know. There's so many things that we don't see. And I think we have a good understanding of like mechanistically wise, like what happens in the body, but just like, we don't know anything about energy. Like there's a reason why things just are the way that they are. It's why you can feel certain things. There's a reason why people cry immediately sometimes afterwards. But at the end of the day, we're still taking it as if like you're human, you know? We don't know the answers to everything.
Totally. But I think it just shines through the way you do. So.
Oh, thank you. I take a lot of pride. You know, I've been through some bad chiros too. Trust me. Like I'm like this is awful.
I can only imagine.
A little bit more. You know, I had my own issues when I was growing up. Like I had really bad lower back issues, and I kind of same thing, like some sketch places that I went to with chiropractors. But I think the one thing that I felt more than anything is that they felt cold and they didn't feel like they liked what they do.
Yeah.
And so when I started getting into this profession and I started seeing like what the possibilities were, I was like, man, it's different. So L5, you can feel this right here. It just doesn't quite move the same way. So if I go up here, you can move here, but here it's like, it gets kind of stuck.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do this right there. And I'm gonna place this a little bit higher. Good. You can keep this down. It's not good. That's fine. Yeah. More like O4. We're just gonna roll a little bit more. Yeah, here we are. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's so crazy.
So easy too, yeah?
Yeah, it feels incredible. There's nothing like all week I will do like roller or chirp wheel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just so silly thinking like I shouldn't do that. Like what if you can't get You're getting so much more. It's incredible.
That's so great. It's even more disappointing when like you feel like I can crack my back better than that.
No, I never thought that.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like the approach of like not washing your car for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna look so much cleaner.
Oh, I get you. Yeah.
But,
Like an OCD thing. I get
Totally.
it. Yeah, let's have you sit up. It's a more, maybe not OCD, an ASMR thing than any.
for sure.
You're like, yeah, I just want to feel this. I'm gonna find where this thing went. Oh, it went back here. That's why. Okay. Huge, like loudest back cracks I've had in a while. Nuts. All right, now let's check this out. Look to the right again.
That's wild. No way.
How's the tension, the pain when you do that?
There's no like wall there right now.
Kind of wild, yeah.
Yeah.
And look to the left. That's even better too.
You see that corner now.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Oh my god. The rib thing though, that is just like
Kind of nuts.
yeah. It almost feels like just to be able to articulate it, like when you take off like a sweater or something warm for a while, that like feeling's missing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's kind of nice though.
Kind of what normal's supposed to feel like. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
We're getting there, right? We're getting your body back to this place where it's supposed to be at. There is so much tension in here, and I can feel this, yeah? All right, we're gonna do something different here. I want you to sit here, face that way for me. All right. Your shoulder, does it hurt still, or like?
It's just like a dull soreness.
Okay. So I think a lot of times whenever you've had these injuries, elbow injuries, shoulder injuries, and you've compressed it and you're sitting down, like your whole chest is like this.
Yeah.
So I want to expand that chest back up to open. So we're going to do what somebody coined as a full Nelson knee drop,
Yes.
which just sounds so cool. Like it's like a wrestling move.
It sounds intimidating, but I also just think of my brother. He would always be like, I'm going to put you in a full Nelson. And I found out very quickly.
All right, so in through here, like this whole block. So between T4, T5 to like T7 feels rough, just stuck, like all of this. You're like, nah. So I'm going to have you take a deep breath in, right in through here. Exhale out. Yeah, and I want you to bend from this area down like this. So elongate it, push, let's expand it more. See how much you can go. Yes, okay. So now what I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna put your hands just like this and lock your other finger as well too. Told you, full Nelson knee drop coming up. All right. So I'm gonna place my hands under here. I want you to bend from where we were earlier. So bend like that again. Good, you can pull your hands in a little bit, that's good. All right, so I'm gonna place my hands here. I'm gonna grab your ribs actually. Okay. Keep your body flexed. That's good. Now, let's have you start to lay back. Good. That's great. And I just basically want you to trust me in this respect. And I want you to let your head relax on my chest. Yeah, deep breath in. Exhale out. Just letting your body go. Again, deep breath in. Exhale out. Let your shoulders come through. Easy. Yeah.
No way! Oh, that is everything. Literally everything. Oh my god. Can you do it again? Like, wow. I literally, like, there's a stretch I try to do every morning where I try to, like, push out that chest piece. And every now and then I'll get one, like, thump, and it feels so good. And that was more than all of them times 100.
That was like 1,000,000 thumps in one.
So good. I can't explain where I even felt all of that, like front and back.
Yeah, so really, like, this whole thing was compressed to the ribs. Like, you talked about the ribs, you talked about the mid-back. That's exactly what we were trying to adjust, was right in through here. And since there was, like, so many different blocks, it wasn't even like there was, like, one specific, there was one specific one, but there's, like, 3 or 4 of it. I'm like, man, like, everything has just been compressed and locked for so long that I just needed to open this up in a completely different way.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, dude. I'm so happy. Like, this is what you wanted, right? And you didn't get up, just like to leave.
No. I'm almost like, oh, please don't end. But
let's have you turn and face the wall again that way.
Sitting here?
Yep, sit here again.
Cool.
All right. Oh, yeah. So when I'm pressing in through here, you see how much looser everything is? That feels so good. Let's try it again. Look to the right again. It's 100%, man.
Yeah, I can see that corner now.
Yeah, and look to the left. Yes.
This is wild.
We're doing good.
Yes.
All right, let's check out this neck. It looks like you're sitting up straighter now, too.
It feels more natural, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Taking out, removing these different patterns from you, man. You know? So your neck feels a little stuck in a few places. Did you have a headache today coming in?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, not yet. Okay. So you're like waiting. So you didn't have one yesterday? Or you did?
I did. It's literally in my notes. I have to get more Advil and ibuprofen after this.
Dude, let's save that money. And your gut and your liver.
Yeah.
Let's do this instead. Yeah, so this right here, C5 on that left side feels a little rough. And then, ooh, yeah. Atlas, no, C2 feels weird. Let's do this. I'm gonna bend here. We're gonna bend here. They both feel pretty good, yeah? So C2 on this right side, and it feels more body. Let's feel this side too. Good, yeah. So C2 body on this side. So like your whole body's kind of like shifted like this. So we're gonna adjust up here first, okay?
Cool.
All right. And you're gonna lean back on my leg. Good. Hey, palms up for me. Better. Good. So right in this area, sit up a little bit straighter, but lean on my leg. Trust the leg, your whole body, yeah. Good. So we're basically trying to find the space that your body's like, yes, I like that right there. I'm gonna use your head. So let me have full control of this head first. Right there. All right, so I gotta climb this way a little bit more. Right here. Bend your head down a little bit. Good, now let your head go. Nice and easy, okay? So with him, there's a little bit of guarding up top, which is fine. We see it. We know it's there. But right here, it feels relaxed, kind of like right there, right? Mm-hmm. Easy.
Yes. Oh my God. That was deep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You always wanted one of those. What's it called?
The lift?
Is that called?
Yeah.
Okay.
I coined it as a Tubio lift back in the day.
Oh.
Now I think it's referred to as the magic hug. But we were the first to coin it. But actually, it's not even my move.
Fair. I feel
fair. There's actually some guy on the comments, and they're like, "You should call it this." And I'm like, "All right,
I mean,
why not?" And then I got so much crap from other people.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, "It's just a funny name. It's not.
No,
I'm not taking credit for it."
No, I supported that.
The chiropractors are weird. I'm sorry.
I get it.
We're gonna lean back on my leg again. Good. So much more relaxed now. You can feel that? Like your body is just not as tense.
Yeah.
So in through this part right there. Good. Here. So this is pretty low. And so what I'm trying to do is see how your body just can relax. Right there. Good. Here. Yeah, give this. Let's put this to the side. Okay, let it go. Let it loose. Yep.
That one was wild.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how do you put this into words? Oh my God. The light is brighter.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like this is not, no pun intended, but I feel like I've been aligned.
Yeah.
But it's just like a grid. Like I feel like I just snapped into place right now.
Well, no, I mean, that's kind of like, so you want your spine to be able to float in its space,
Yeah.
your musculoskeletal system, and whenever it's like pushed one way or that way, or something's like cramped up here, it like pulls in such weird directions, in weird ways.
The way you articulate it, you nailed it. I have nothing to say to that.
Man, I mean, we're just trying to feel optimal, right?
Yes.
And that's what we're feeling right now. Let's do one more on you.
Cool.
Lay on your back. All right. And scoot down some towards your feet. Right there, that's good. All right. So your spine has moved really well. I was kind of worried. Just because like you checked off so many different, like he literally checked off. This is like,
it felt applicable.
dude, like this whole thing, like it asks, this whole thing, like everything was checked, but he said wellness.
Fair.
I was like,
Fair.
Lift your head up for me and down. Okay. So we're gonna place this around you here, this around you here. I'm not gonna pull a lot, just enough.
Mm-hmm.
Your body doesn't need a lot of input, just a little bit. I did feel that occiput that needs just to kind of move, so we're gonna stretch that out a little bit there. Yeah, deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Actually, out through your nose. I don't want you to bite your tongue. Keep your lips and teeth together, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Deep breath in through your nose again, out through your nose. Yeah, good. Let's loosen a little bit more. Yeah, good. A little bit there. Awesome.
Wow. Wow. That is so awesome. I absolutely love that. It feels a lot louder hearing that
Yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always like obviously watching some of your videos here. I'm
Yeah.
like, there's no way it's that loud. It's like 70 times louder.
Yeah, in your head, it's like no mic can ever pick up the sound of it because it's just throughout your whole body.
That's insane. It's just like reverberating still in the rest of my body.
Yeah, no, take your time. I mean, that body is just kind of finding out again where it's at. It's spatially recognizing, like,
Yeah.
this is where it's supposed to be. Okay, this is how it's supposed to move. I don't have these restrictions anymore.
It is wild to say that the lights are brighter.
Mhm.
Or like, I don't want to say things like colors are richer, but man, this feels, I feel light. I feel really light right now. Is it cool to sit up?
Yeah, let's have you sit up, man.
Awesome.
And then turn and face towards Ken that way. And, oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so we were like 45 before and 70 here, so but let's try again. Look to the right.
Cool.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
100. Look to the left. Yeah, great. Look straight. Ken, go to the side there for me. So even when you're sitting up, there's not so much forward head posture anymore. It's like your head is over your shoulders. Doesn't fix the curve, so people are always like, do before and after. Doesn't work that way, right? It takes some time, but the changes, this restriction that used to be there is not there anymore. Stand up for me too, man. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Sit back down. Look all the way up again. How does that feel?
Feels great.
And look down. How does that feel?
There's just zero pressure in those
Let's
same
go.
spots.
Yeah.
No more Adam's apple pressure.
Does that
Or
you?
lack thereof.
No, you don't have that big of an Adam's apple as you thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, look towards me. That's fine. Can't go this way. Let's have you try and touch your toes now too.
Oh, I think
Beautiful. Good. How do you feel, man?
I feel great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What
feel-
changes do you notice?
I feel more nimble. I feel very light, and I don't know. Probably because all my joints suck.
Yeah.
This feels almost like I'm swimming right now.
Yeah.
Just like that fluid mobility. But I feel very also like connected.
Yes.
Like I don't feel as disjointed right now. And normally if I were to do something like that, I would hear it like rattle off like 3 or 4 times. But it's, I don't know, man. I feel great.
Let's go, man.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm so happy for you. I think I just need to see a balance a month. That's it.
Cool.
All right. I think that'd be great.
Awesome.
But dude, so good.
I'm
I'm
excited.
glad.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
you, brother. Yeah.
Can
Yeah. Come
Thank
on.
you so much, man.
I know.
Life-changing experience.
I mean, it seemed like it'd been weighing on you a good bit,
Yeah.
right? Like it looked like you could hold through it and you could do whatever. I mean, how like I guess if you were vulnerable, how do you feel like it was affecting you, like mentally and emotionally and everything?
I mean, I had been looking into doing this with you for like maybe a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And like I went to book appointment, I would wait a week. And
Yeah.
then obviously see the window gets a little bit longer.
Sure.
But to me, it was just kind of like reiterating the point, and that weighed on me for like another 6 months until I pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
And it was just like, you know, my thought or approach of wanting to get to wellness was like, this is a start, at the very least, is addressing things. Maybe I shouldn't be calling it that.
Yeah.
But it's at least my pathway to that, right?
Right.
And I think just seeing, whether it be a testimonial or just some of the things that you do, like I would articulate your experiences or your videos to some of my coworkers, and they're like, "Oh, you're crazy," and I'm like, "There's a literal level of like care with you, that the level of conviction that you can't really fake."
Yeah.
And like that makes you feel comfortable through the screen. So already made me feel comfortable signing up. So like just kind of committing to that process while wiping out the 20-year-old memory of the other person.
Yeah.
You know, it's really just, I guess, committing to it and believing in what you do.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that. Everything you said, I absolutely appreciate it. And I do have a very strong conviction. There's a lot of noise, obviously, that happens. But I think when you see people like yourself come through here and how bad you were, and other people, and they cry in front of you, it's like I don't even care. And you know this works, so it can help people. And I honestly, my purpose, like this is my God-given purpose. Like I'm supposed to be doing this, and I'm literally learning how to walk through it still. But more that I do, man, it's like to really tell my associates, like in the beginning of the day, like someone's life is going to change today. That is the craziest thing. Like to ever go into like the world and be like, I'm going to change somebody's life, or something's going to happen through me that's going to change somebody's life today. It is the most absolute like craziest thing anybody could ever say.
Yeah.
But the fact that it happens, it's like there's nothing in this world I would rather be doing. And to be able to walk in this purpose, I think when somebody's aligned, no pun intended, that's kind of the reason why I did it. It's because like I don't believe like the alignment isn't just the like just your body, but mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. That's why I chose the word aligned, because when you are aligned, your life is just so much better.
Yes.
So I'm glad you could feel that I don't know, palpitation from my, don't know, my convictions.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm so happy about
Thank
that.
you. I appreciate it.
Let me take this out of you.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you're all set. And then we'll talk about also